We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Brady to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, hold 66.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 12 yards there and a first down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
30-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
LaShawn McCoy, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
On play action, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Breeze.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Jared Cook.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
3rd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3, Saints nothing.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
1st and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
On for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 11.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
New Orleans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The open man is Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 29.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Score Buccaneers 17, Saints 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
It's caught inside the 25.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is good.
Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook.
Breeze.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
the 4-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
The game 24-24.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
A gain of 13.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A busy night continues for Kamara. They'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now he's forced out left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Brady to throw again. He'll find Jones again. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Brady again. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. To throw is Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
It's a pickup at 3.
Breeze to throw.
And 7.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
On the play.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger